Now, you have some little baggies that just arrived today.
Oh yeah, these are fun.
These look cool.
So this is our second edition, well, our third order, I guess, of a product called Infusions.
I'm dying to see what these are all about.
Now, straight out of the box and right out of the bag.
Literally, she opened the box, she goes, I have something so cool to show you, and we have to show this up. I'm like, all right, done. You sold me.
Okay, so Infusions are a powder. They're developed by a company called Paper Artsy out of England.
Okay.
And by a couple called Leandra and Mark. Shout out to them.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
They come in, I don't know, 48 colors or something.
Well, you can see some of the colors that she's got over here. I mean, they're just, the color on the top of the bottle shows what, so there's a kind of a blue and there's pink. I'm sure there's some fancier names. For instance, this one said Olive Tree. So there's some others. Emerald Isle. Oh, what was this? Oh, Frankly Scarlet. We have Green Man. Oh, I love that Green Man. Lemoncello. She's got some fun names to them. Rusty Car, Violetta.
The fun thing about the names is that when you hear them,
Golden Sands.
you know what to expect for the
Yep,
colors.
I love this. A bit of jaded. A bit jaded. No, a bit of jaded. Yeah, a bit jaded. Don't you love it? A bit jaded. Just a bit jaded. Sunset Beach. Ooh, that's got to be pretty. So they're fun names. So she's got a piece of cardstock.
And I just have to have a pokey tool.
Gotta have that pokey tool. So just to keep going through some of these colors, we've got, so I did Violetta over here. Oh, I love it. Slime. And then we have Royal Blood. And, oh, we're going back to normal. We have a magenta. That one doesn't sound so fun after I said slime.
Yeah, well, slime is really slimy.
That's pretty fun.
So the Infusions are a dye powder, but a dye ink powder. What makes the Infusion particularly unique, apart from any other powder on the market, is that it actually has walnut crystals in it.
Oh.
And so the fun part about that is walnut crystals dissolve at a different rate than the dye powders.
So you get kind of, oh, we'll have to see what it looks
So
like.
you'll have to wait and see.
I'm waiting.
So to open your Infusions, you take off the lid. You can see that it's open, so don't be flashing that around. You go inside with your very highly technical pokey tool.
Yeah.
And you take out the liner.
You don't want to keep the liner, or are you going to put it back in at the end?
You don't want to keep the liner, no.
Oh, okay.
That's like way too much. So you take your tool, you find the center-ish.
Oh, you're actually breaking into the bottle.
And you break into the bottle. And that's all you need. That's your shaker.
Oh, well, how fun is that?
Easy
Now,
peasy.
if you wanted to for storing, could you keep the little thing and then put it in there so it wouldn't get messy?
You could,
or?
but most crafters are not that like that. So
I'm just thinking for store. Oh, you're just going to put some.
we have this very highly technical,
Super high.
scientifically developed sealer that comes on a really cheap roll and dispenser, and we just stick that on there.
Now look at that, high tech.
High tech. It's the crafter's
Here I'm thinking,
way.
save the thing, stick it in there.
Oh
No.
gosh, no. Who's got time for that? We're too busy playing. So you can save that if you're really OCD. Right.
You got to color code them, write the names on.
So although we have actually done up samplers for every color, I don't know where they are, so we're going to create our own.
It's all good.
This is Olive Tree.
Very
You
pretty.
can use your Infusions in many different ways. I'll just show you a couple. You can like just sprinkle that right on there. That's not very much product, but when you spray it,
Very pretty. And look, there's some different colors going on here. It's not all one tone.
that's right.
Very pretty.
So there's different colors of olive. There's also the brown walnut crystal in there.
That's so cool. And I'm trying to get as close. I can see at least 6 or 7 different colors in there.
So if we add more,
Oh yeah, please.
another thing we can do is actually wet the paper first.
And it looks like you're using a really thick, or this is a watercolor paper.
This is a watercolor paper. This particular brand is by Crafter's Companion that we sell here in the store.
Awesome.
But any high quality watercolor paper like a Strathmore, you want a cold press, 140 pound would be awesome.
Ah, yes.
You want something that'll take a lot of wet media. Tim's new Distress Media paper at 110 pound would also work. He's
Okay.
developed it for lots of wet media. So when we tap this onto
Oh,
a
look at
surface
that.
that's already wet, we're going to get a very different look.
Very pretty. This is just one of probably many techniques that you can do with this, right?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
you can paint with these as well.
So can you add like some to, like put them in a little cup with some water and
Exactly.
then watercolor with them, kind of?
Exactly.
And they give you all the different colors, and look how they're streaming together. I love that look right there.
And you can move that
So
around
pretty.
if you want.
Ooh,
And get that to...
that's so cool. Just think for backgrounds, for cards, for
Oh yes.
mixed media books, all kinds of things.
It's great to stencil with, actually.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
So I'm doing another highly
Still in awe
technical
over this.
opening.
Yeah,
here.
she's doing her pokey tool on top of her bottle.
And we're going to...
Now, which color is this one?
This is limoncello.
Limoncello.
Now, limoncello is kind of one of those basic. So I think yellow and green are going to go well together.
Oh, yes, definitely.
And you can see there's already some yellow in the green.
Yes.
So let's do two things. Let's add our limoncello dry.
I'm waiting for the magic. Just comes to life.
Comes to life.
And it's, okay, I hate to compare, but there is a color burst out there. Similar, but not.
Not
It's-
similar, but not the
Yeah,
same.
kind of the bursty effect like he has,
Okay.
whereas this looks like it's got multi-tones.
Multi-tones and
Like you said, the
walnut
walnut
crystal,
crystals. So they,
which really sets in our infusions apart from...
because people are going to ask, well, how is this different? You know, they're
Exactly.
seeing it. They're like, we've seen that stuff.
There's also a
Ooh,
product
pretty.
out there called Brusho. And again, the difference is in the walnut crystal. You
Very
can have
pretty.
the dye, but if you let the water stay on the walnut crystal, it takes longer to dissolve. And
look at those little bits in
so
there.
you'll start to see some changes.
And I'm starting to pull up, and it looks like little fish swimming up a pond, kind of the way they're doing it right now. Well, that is just some pretty cool stuff.
So if you wanted to paint with it,
Oh, here's another technique. She just put some water, sprayed some, and
right on there.
now she has to find a paintbrush.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how big of a craft space you have, you still tend to lose your stuff.
Have to find
It doesn't matter how big it is. I do that too. It also could be staring right at me in the face. It's right there. I'm like, oh, or hiding under something because I put so much crap on my desk. Yeah.
So you can take your infusions color and you can put it on many things, including, but not limited to, pattern paper. But right now, because it's just handy,
She has a stencil, so you can go over something that's already got a print. Let's say you did a stamp image and you want to color it in.
you can color
You know,
it
or
in.
if you've got your fancy adult coloring books and you want to play with that.
Exactly. I want to get this kind of oak tree
So she just pulled out a stencil.
happening here. But I don't want it everywhere, so I'm going to go and pick up some yellow and some green. Now you notice
And the
that
first
I'm-
color you put down, was that
is
the
the
that was the
limoncello.
limoncello. But it's got some, like you said, the browns are in it.
Exactly.
Very
So
cool.
now I want some green. So I'm going to go over here, pick up that green. And this is ad hoc. I haven't actually rehearsed this, so I have no idea what's going to
You know
happen.
what? That's the best part. It's just playing. That's what I do all the time. Just play, see what happens.
Just play and see what happens, exactly.
And it's not going to be a perfect stencil because it's wet and it's going under and it's absorbing into the paper.
Exactly. And
So-
if you like that, then this is exactly the right thing for you.
Oh,
you
now
want
she's
a
just
little bit
gonna
more
s-
intensity, just put that on there.
That's what I was wondering. Could you put the stencil, put it on there, and then spray after? I mean, there's so many ways that you can do
Absolutely.
it. So let's see what happens.
And if we get really...
Oh, she's pulling out a new color.
Well, why not?
So she's doing her little fancy dancy poke right through the bottle thing again. So hard. And if you don't have a pokey tool like that, a thumbtack would work just great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, anything that's going to poke through.
Anything that'll poke through, really.
Just be careful, don't hurt your fingers.
Yeah, yeah. So let's just see
pretty.
what happens when we bring some red into it.
We're still in the middle of summer, but fall's not too far around the corner. And she's making it look like a beautiful fall leaf. Gorgeous.
So apart from the fact that I didn't have it taped down, if I
No,
had taped
but,
it
you know,
down, we'd have a different result.
You add
However,
layers and layers and layers. And she's just heat setting it. So pretty.
So you can
Loving
see
that.
that as the water dries and behind, you can see more of the particles of both the dye ink and the walnut crystal.
So fun. I love that. Look at that. Look how pretty that looks. So gorgeous. Well, fun. Well, those are just too much fun. So you've got at least a dozen colors here, right?
More than that.
Oh, more than that. She's counting.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, no, about 16.
About 16 different colors. That's so fun. And the store is located in Duncan in British Columbia on Vancouver Island, and she's got classes and she's got all kinds of fun little techniques. She was doing a demo with the dress oxides when I first walked in, and then we get to play with the brand new Infusions from
Paper Artsy.
Paper Artsy. So thanks so much for stopping by, and please subscribe. I'll talk to you guys again later. Bye-bye.